Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your reggae career oracle messages. So, I've been guided to 4 decks for you. Now, based upon the first two, it looked like you may be suffering from some illnesses. So, let's not delay in getting your messages. So, let's see. Most High, what do you want Capricorn to know, please? Hold on, Capricorn. I'm being guided to one more. Okay. And God said, do this one first. So we're going to do this one first. So this is talking about different healing techniques that one can use to improve the health. I need to make the deck bigger, but for right now, it's this small. So. Okay, hang on. Let me get my hands ready. When my hands are too dry, I can't handle the cards properly. Alright, so let's shuffle them. Whichever one falls out most high. Because the deck is too small to handle the way that I would normally handle them. So, what's your message for Capricorn, please? Capricorn reggae career message. Okay. God said mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Sorry, mix it up, mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. So we got muscle pumps. That wanted to show itself, so there's a need for you to do some exercise. Your muscles are too weak, too relaxed. You've been relaxing too much. God say, I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. We like to move it, move it. Move it! Ooh, and sexual orgasm has made itself known too. So there's a need for you to release as well. Okay? Okay, so let's see. What is your message for Capricorn? So it's not just about having sex, you actually need to have an orgasm. So if your person isn't doing it for you, do it yourself. It's time to move your body. Which in it did say sexual orgasm, so God is talking about you and somebody else. Because I have a masturbate card in there. So masturbation is obviously what you do by yourself. But sexual orgasm means you need to connect to someone. So you know what God is talking about. Don't act like you don't know. Alright, what do you want to say? What's your message? Okay, so they got kickboxing, karate, and boxing. So what I'd say, you need a full body workout. Because these exercise types are targeting basically the whole body. And God sees that you can actually take vigorous exercise too, because I have like yoga cards and stuff like that, and God said no, you don't pass the stage there. So if you don't feel strong enough, God wants you to know it's all an illusion. It's only in your mind that you don't feel strong. Your body will tell you a different thing, trust me. Me, I've had to come to that understanding as well, because sometimes you feel like oh my god, I can't, like I suffer from some backache sometimes, and it's like sometimes I'm afraid for bend over because I don't want to feel the pain, and then I do bend over and it's like there's no pain. So that just shows me that I was holding it in my head because I'm used to it happening. I'm still under the mindset that I still have this issue. And then when I do bend over, it's like there is no pain. So that was all in my mind. It is just my imagination. So it's your imagination that's running away with you. Okay? So if you don't feel like you're strong enough to engage in some vigorous exercise, God wants you to know, yes, you are. All right? So that's the first message God wants to tell you. Now, let's see. So this deck has like different foods in it, and as you can see, clean the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system to me is like the body's garbage collection system, and the only way to really clean it is through massage and body movement. That's where you start clearing your throat and stuff like that. So it's the mucus that goes around your body and picks up all the stuff that don't belong in the body, and then the body is trying to eject it. So when you start talking and you find yourself with phlegm in your throat and stuff like that, it even catches up. I feel like an unhealthy lymphatic system is the cause of things like arthritis and some backaches and stuff like that. It's because this fluid has collected for so long and has built up to be so much that it's pushing on other internal organs and making it difficult. So the freedom that you would have to bend these body parts, you no longer do because there's something there that shouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? So it is important to get regular exercise and massage if possible. And you can do that through dance. Different types of dance though. That's why I think like some ballet movements or even karate, like that Tai Chi and stuff like that, that's good for helping to clean the lymphatic system. You can't go wrong cleaning the lymphatic system, okay? You have to take out the garbage. So when you're doing that, when you're cleaning the lymphatic system, you start like you could feel bubbles popping in places that you never know bubbles can pop. You could end up with like clearing your throat very often or a lot, because that's the last place that it collects. I feel in the sinus system, that's the last place it collects, and then you go like then you clear it from wherever that last place is, and then when you swallow it, it goes down into the digestive system and then comes out as waste material. Okay, some people spit it out. If it's too much, then obviously you get rid of it that way, but usually we don't do that, do we? We just clear our throat, send it through the other garbage system, and out it comes. Okay, so an unclean lymphatic system, I feel, is the cause of a lot of our discomforts and the body's malfunctioning. That happens a lot when we sit around a lot. We don't do a lot of movement, so it doesn't get pressed along so that it could be sent out of the body. So let's see, what does God want to tell you, Capricorn? So it's like before you can get into your career, you have to take care of your health first. 4 more, yeah? One more. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have onion. Okay, so I'm hearing crying. Okay, God is about to help you fix that. I have a mystery card there. So what does God want to tell you? Okay, so we got broccoli leaves and beef to come out. I'm getting iron. So there's like an iron deficiency. You're suffering from an iron deficiency. At the bottom of the deck we have dasheen and breadfruit. So that's like a lot of starchy foods. So it's like you keep eating the same thing over and over. And it's these white foods. First thing I could tell you about health is eat foods according to their color. I realize that the color of the food is an indicator of what, well, is an indicator of the different nutritional value that it holds. So do not eat too much of the same color food all the time. That's not good for your system, okay? So yeah, so you probably eat too much hard food, and God is saying you need to switch it up a little bit. So the broccoli leaves, I'm hearing iron, the dark green leafy, and then the beef also is a dark food. So I don't know if you're a vegetarian or not, but God says you need some beef in your diet to help you to rebalance your system. And the broccoli leaves as well, because you see how green the broccoli leaves are? These foods are rich in iron. And I heard vitamin D and E. I should be writing this stuff down. Damn. I could learn a lot from this. But yeah, so you're lacking in vitamin D, E, and iron, God said. I heard something about a F. Either F or folic or something like that. Folic acid. What is that? And fatty acid. So the point is your body is off balance because of your diet. Okay, so add some more dark green leafy vegetables, and if you can, add some red meat into your diet. Okay, and you should, or find somewhere to get that into your diet so you can balance your body back. So let's see what this mystery card is over here. Dark green leaves. So yeah, the broccoli leaves. So you can have the broccoli leaves. What else dark and green? You got kale, you got spinach, some leaves as well. It's good to have like the raw, you know, the aromatic herbs like coriander and some people call it basil. I say basil, but coriander, basil leaves, parsley, things like that. You need to incorporate some of them, and it's good if you can incorporate those into your diet raw instead of cooking them, because cooking changes the chemical properties of these foods. Just try garlic. Eating raw garlic and eating cooked garlic are two completely different things. So that alone should teach you that heat changes the dynamic of the nutritional benefit of the food. So yeah, you need to have more of that in your system so that you can balance out your body. Okay, Which one belongs to which one? Okay, that one's for that one. So that's the first message that God wants you to know, Capricorn. And then I heard beef, but you can also have lamb and goat, oxtail, instead of having chicken all the time. Okay, it will help you. And I'm seeing cashew nuts, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. Those things, add them into your diet, okay? And then fruits, I'm hearing add fruits as well. So I'm seeing pear and apple. Pear as in like the American pear, not avocado. I'm seeing the American pear and apple, strawberry, kiwi, pineapple, banana. You should be writing this down. So if you start investing these things and ingesting these things into your body, then you should see an improvement in your health, okay? So let's see what else God want to tell me. I love my new job. I used to be a loctician. I feel like I'm one of the greatest locticians because I've invented a few caring techniques and repairing techniques. I love that job too, but this job, love it. I love it. Imagine God talk directly to me. Hello. It's a privilege. And God talk directly to everybody, but we just don't listen, we just don't notice, you know. Because when you get inspired to make your music, it's just talking to you. But with this job here, it just talk to me a lot. And I notice. Kind of weird. And they never teach us that this thing is like possible like this. I mean, you read it in the Bible and stuff like that, but it hit different when it actually happened to you in real life. But I like it. You know, it's comforting. It's comforting. Because then I know that I'm never alone. You know what I'm saying? It's comforting. I don't have to believe anymore. I know. And these cards, I don't even need these cards, as you see. I use the cards so that people can see the proof of what God is saying. But God, like, as you see, God can talk to me directly and tell me exactly what to tell anybody. It's brilliant. So let's see, what's God's next message for you? Four more. No, I is not perfect. But I don't try to break the law. I try to follow universal law, not really man law. Because them people that are they're wicked, you see. The people them who in charge anyway, like government and them people them bad. My God. It's because of them why other people are so corrupt, because they're the one who feed culture to us through music, through movies and stuff like that, you know. They have their minions where they send down the order from one person to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, that when this person here get the order, them swear say, and this person here give it to them, but they don't know this person here listen to this person, and this person listen to this person, and this person listen to that person, and It all come from the same one. Corruption. They spoil everything. Because they don't want no good for the people, you know. Anyway, we are conqueror. Let's see what God want to tell you. Mystery card. Alright. Okay. So, we got that. We got this. We got this. And we got this. So the first thing that come out is spend time in nature. But it was upside down. So let me see if you've been spending too much time in nature, or if you're not spending enough time in nature. Because sometimes the card them come out. It feels correct like this. So do not spend so much time in nature. So what have you been doing outside? Oh, this is not outside. This is you and your habits. Okay, so this is you doing what is natural to you. God said you need to break the cycle. That's what this is saying. Okay, so don't spend so much time in your nature. It's time for you to divert a little bit, because life itself is vast and wide. Okay, yeah, so you're not doing yourself any favor by having, you know, those creature habits. Like, this is what my parents used to do, and this is what my used to do, and we don't know nothing about no pear, and we don't know nothing about no eat no apple, and we don't know nothing about, yeah, no. Okay, it's important to follow the rules of the food groups. God didn't make them for nothing. God made the herbs as meat for man. Your food is your medicine. Okay, so we're gonna start some new trends to teach our young ones, and they're gonna get some better trends than even what we're teaching them, because we just come into our own realizations now. All right, so time to break the cycle. And God said you need some music in your it's got to get some roots therapy. Yeah, God said get back on your grizzy. You need some roots, and we, your fans, need some roots in our life too, because man shall not live by bread and fruits alone. You see me? Because man is flesh and spirit. So you feed with spirit, and I tell you how to feed your body, so that you can continue to feed our spirit. You see how the cycle works? So yeah, God said break the cycle and get back on your music, get back on the roots. Yeah, God said reverse the nonsense. Whatever gone bad, it's time for us to clean up. Okay, so now we have go outside, and we have ugly face therapy. Interesting. Oh, that's you rejecting it. So you're not ready. You're not ready to launch. You're not ready to go outside. It's making you kind of unhappy. Well, it's only because you don't feel good. It's only because you're ill. So that should give you more reason. Even if you don't trust the eating the fruits and whatnot, at least try it. You see me? Trial beat failure. So at least try it. Because God said it's time for you to go. It's time for you to get back on your grind. Exercise and food. Exercise and food. Okay? Once you fix that, then you will reverse the stuff, and you will be ready to go outside, and you won't have to have ugly face. You know what ugly face is? That's like crying and shit. I'm feeling miserable. You know when you screw up your eyebrow, them are like, that's ugly, innit? That's ugly face therapy. Sometimes it helps you because you're moving the muscles in your face. So that's why I wrote it in the deck. But God mean it in a different way right now. Okay? Yeah, ugly face therapy is a lot more than that, because this, all that is ugly face therapy. And by doing that, you move the muscles in your face and things like that. So that's what I made it for. But right now, that's not what it means. God is saying you put on your ugly face because you don't want to go outside. God said, no, man. Here, we give, look at the bottom of the deck. We have pull therapy. Gotta pull you outside. Like, Yeah, gotta pull you from staying inside. Yeah, seek professional assistance. We got you. Look, Reiki and energy healing. You are an energy healer. Okay, so God is pulling you from staying inside. God says it's time to come outside, man. Just take care of your health, get your exercise back on, and let's do this thing. Okay, that's all that you're missing. Your body don't feel how you know it should feel. You don't feel so strong. We got sound coming in therapy. So this is me telling you and you taking it in, because God tell me to tell you, and you're supposed to let it come in. Right? That's the mystery card. Alright. So God said, listen. Trust and obey. Alright, let's see. What's your next message, Capricorn? Yes, I am weird. It's alright. I am being me. All kind of personalities make the world a wonderful and interesting, at the very least, place. Because some personalities we could do without, or do it in very small doses. But yeah, that's the beauty of being a celebrity. You get to be yourself. You could be as wonderful or as weird as you want to, and it's acceptable because you're a freaking star. We're not like regular peoples, okay? Yeah. Alright, so it's time to get back on your grizzy, Capricorn. Let's take care of your health and you'll be ready to go. Be ready for the road. You are a healer, but right now the doctor need a doctor egg. And look how simple look how simple your prescription is. And how cost effective. Babylon, I like that. I think I stirred up something with my ugly face therapy. I moved some stuff along. I need to do some exercise for real. I used to get lines right here. You know, them lines will look like a wrinkles won't come there. And then I started doing this. Squeeze. And it build it right back out, so when I smile I don't get those lines anymore. And my neck used to get wrinkly too, and I started doing this. And doing this and doing this. Exercise. Exercise is important, okay? I don't have a wrinkly neck anymore. I'm 42, by the way. I know I don't look it. That's why I don't look it. I'll be 43 this year. One more time and then we're ready. So yeah, I know. You see, Babylon infect us with their stupid philosophies about life and living and lifespan. They lied to us, my friend. They lied to us, so now it's time for us to start to teach ourselves the truth. Okay? Because let's say you're like 50 years old or you're 59 years old and you're coming up on 60. First thing you're going to start to think is, oh my God, my time here on earth is almost over. When it's actually a lie. You're still spring chicken if you're 60. It's the way that we choose to live that make our body look 60. But then the question is, what is 60 supposed to look like? In the Bible, man used to live them all till them all 900 and change. I think Abraham was 900 and change. Adam was 900 and change. Why are we accepting dying at 60 and 80 years old and 70 years old? Why? And imagine if Adam and them live until they were 960, you think they look like these people who make 100 years in our time? When these people make 100 years, they look like prunes and raisins. You think that Adam and Abraham could have looked like prune and raisins for let's say 800 years out of their life and body frail? You know, the maths is not mathsing according to the people. The math ain't mathing. You see me? So there's something that our generation right now are doing very wrong. And on a God program we like that, a Babylon program we like that. Because they come to kill, steal, and destroy. So it's for us to find our way out of this maze. Right? If you captivate a man's mind, you captivate his whole life and lineage, and you captivate everything. So right now, we're in a mental captivity because we live according to Babylon law and Babylon rules. Babylon philosophy especially. There's nothing wrong with respecting the law and respecting the rules, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to the philosophies that they teach us, we have to fix that. We have to do our own research and come to our own conclusion and reprogram our system with the right information. So the first card that come out, it says, I surrender to a power greater than me. But this here card come out in a reverse. It was laying over there like this. Without God and without the proper understanding of God, life is unbearable. Life is unlivable and life is unlovable. This is the ingredient that's missing. You need to know that somebody loves you. When everybody else in the world want to use you and abuse you, you need to know that at least one in this entire world will forever be your friend, no matter what you do. No matter how bad or how good you are, one still value you and love you and will always forgive you and help to get you on the right track. Even if God have to whoop your ass, chastise you, but God still love you. Because that's what parents do. To put us on the right track. And parents put us on the right track for our protection, for our safety, for our well-being, for our progress. So God will beat you, but God gonna love you unconditionally. So why would you want to give up a friend like that? Unless you're one of these people who have been taught all kind of things, like the world is full of all kind of concepts when it comes to God. Just choose one or choose none. But choose God. Okay, you don't have to be religious to have God. You just have to be spiritual. We are not just bodies. We are body and spirit. You don't have to be religious to choose God. But choose God. You know what I'm saying? Without God, my friend, we're nothing. Because life could be so heavy at times. And depending on your journey, especially a person on a reggae part like this, we suffer a lot. Because we basically are the opposition to the devil. That's what we are. The real opposition to the devil naturally. Because them talk about killing, stealing, and destroying. We talk about more life. We talk about better living. We are opposites naturally. So our struggle, me can't even do my hand. Our struggle is this big. And for that reason, we need our superpower. We need, not want. And our superpower, this one, yeah, is worthy. Is worthy of our obedience, worthy of our love, worthy of our appreciation, worthy of our compliance. God don't steer us wrong. Let's see, the next one says, energy flows where my intention goes. So this is talking about the power of the mind and the things that you choose to focus on. The truths that you choose to live by are what you're going to manifest. So if you speak negatively to yourself, then you're going to manifest a lot of negativity. If you speak positively to yourself, if you choose to live with hope, if you choose to live with plans towards the future, if you choose to live a life of taking risks, saying like, I don't know what's really gonna happen, but you know what, I'm gonna try anyway. And also if you choose to live your truth, because that's another big problem that a lot of people have. We tend to live the reality that our parents lived, that our best friend lived, that our girlfriend or boyfriend live, that our children want us to live, that our managers want us to live, our preachers want us to live. But the thing is, God talked to us directly too. So it's very important for each person to face their own truth, respect their own truth, and manifest their own truth, and stop living the life that other people want us to live. You understand? Because whatever greatness is in them, that same greatness is in you. Wherever they get their knowledge from, that same entity resides within you, teaching you. So they're no more powerful than you. There's God, and then everybody else on the next level. Everybody, even the baby, man, woman, child, baby, cat, rat, everybody. And that's why we need to respect each other. But our egos is either too high or too low. And either way, it's bad. If it's too high, you try to control other people. If it's too low, you allow other people to control you. Neither of those are healthy or progressive or right. So, let's get your last message. Everybody needs to know them place. Ain't nothing wrong with listening to other people, but we need to make sure our final decision is always our very own. Stop worrying about who you're going to upset, because when you make your decisions, you are the one who have to live with the consequences, not the people who are encouraging you to make different decisions, or not the people who are encouraging you to make the decision. They will force you to make a decision, and when you make a decision and things go bad, you have to sit in it. They're not suffering it. So that's why we need to take control of our own fate by making sure that every last decision is our very own. Wake up call. Nobody taught you your talent. God put it in you. All you did was nurture it and practice it and develop it. but you naturally had it before anybody else in your life. And even if you have a parent who used to do it and them teach you when you're small, if you didn't have it within you, you wouldn't be able to manifest your talent. I'm saying all that to say, you need to stand in your own power. For them to pull it out of you mean that it must have been within you first. Because all of us, we are called to do whatever we do through inspiration. Something draw it out of us. It is natural. But if we don't have it within us, we won't be able to manifest it outside of us. You see? So all of us have our own power and our own strength. So we all important. We're all masters. We're all bosses. There's God, then there's everybody else. Four now, yeah? That says be patient. So once you make the moves that you need to make to get back on your grind, God said don't rush it. It's okay. You're in good timing. You're not behind time at all. Even now, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Because you had to go through exactly all the things that you went through to get you to this point. Now that you're at this point, take your time into the future. Don't rush. But keep treading forward. Especially getting your mind together, because like how you're not in the mindset to get back into the groove of things. You need to make sure that you get that going. But it will come in more when you start getting your body back in order. Okay. See? Roots. Live your soul, not a role. So be who you are supposed to be, not who people expect you to be. Like the star that you are. Reach for the stars. And God said face your adversities. So I can name a couple of your adversities. It'll be having the motivation to get your exercise on. Having the faith in knowing that your food is your medicine. Please make a note of the foods that I was listing before. Also, having courage when things seem to go in a way that you didn't expect them to. So when it looked like you reach a blockage, still having faith. Instead of being angry, start talking to your God so that you guys can come up with some solutions. Okay, so these are all adversities. So I could see those right away. But your first adversity is getting in the mood to even start this mission back to good health and stardom. Stardom for you, healing for us. Because your music has changed so many lives. I don't know who the hell I'm talking to, but if I reggae, it's all good. And that's another thing about reggae music. Me can listen to reggae music without having to scan everything. When it comes to other tunes, when we listen to them for the first time, I have to scan them first because just the words that you hear can upset your spirit. And that's another good thing about reggae music. It's just healing, period. It's refreshing. It's refreshing. All you need behind them healing words is some kick-ass beats. Yeah. And if you make it from one beat and you not too like it and you see one other one, just call it a remix. Put it on the other beat too. And if you could cross over into some soca, cross over there into some soca too, so everybody can hear it. You don't have to do what everybody has always done. You can do some new things. You got conscious soca. I think it's David Rudder. Got some soca. What you mean? Take God out pan the dance, pan the root. You know when they have the Juve morning, God's supposed to be out there with us too while we are winding up in our barn. Yeah, it's a part of life. If you were winding up a little bit more, you will be more fit. If all of we were winding up a little bit more and moving our body to some good soca music, and so, we would all be a lot fitter. And how much more nice is it to listen to some soca music and some consciousness play in your ears. Yeah. So, yeah. Live your soul, not a role. God wants you to be real with yourself and raise your vibration again. So it's time to stop being depressed. It's time to stop being sad. Now you have answers. So at least you have something to work with in picking yourself up off the ground. Okay? God says it's time to get up now. Alright? Get up and claim your art. Get back into the roots. Roots rock reggae. Yeah. God said this is a wake-up call. And I can feel your energy, you know, I can feel you really, really down. I can feel you. Well, you know, there was a time when you were really, really up. And that time has changed into this time. So this time can change back into times like those where you are really, really up. So this too shall pass. So don't think that this is your final destination, because the Lord have other plans. The Lord says otherwise. So like I said, it all starts with what you choose to allow your mind to accept. Sound coming in therapy. God said, listen, take it in. Okay? That's where it starts. I can feel you're broken. I understand. Especially when age get up on you and then you see your body deteriorating. That shit is scary. Because really and truly, nobody wants to die. Because death is not natural. That's why people don't want to die. God didn't create us to die. God created us to live life and live life more abundantly. And that God say. And Babylon teach us about that. And train us how to get on the road to death. By retiring people at 65 and 67 and all them nonsense there. Which in retirement is a bad thing and it's a good thing. It's a bad thing because a lot of people retire and then they don't have nothing to do, and that is what kills you. So you don't have a social life, you don't have a work life, so it's like you're losing purpose. It's like, what's your purpose? Then you start getting sad. Then you just spend a lot of time sitting down watching TV or something to take your mind off of everything. Listening to the radio or whatever. And then your body deteriorates because your muscle not get no exercise. You see? So that's what what the word be? What did I just call it? Retirement. That's what retirement do. Retirement is the quickest way to death. One of the quickest way to death for older people. We need to have something. We need to have a will. We need to have a purpose. We need to have things to carry us through in our life. We can't be living a life without purpose. Because that is depressing. And depressing is one of the biggest killers. It brings on stress. So the good thing now about retirement is if a person is smart, while they walk through them years, when they reach retirement stage, they're supposed to have enough money to start the business or the line of work that they actually want to get into. You could take a break if you want to, And with you starting your own business, you can always make your own schedule. So therefore, you can have some time to play and some time to make some money. You see, that's what retirement is for. Retirement is actually when your own life begins, if you're smart. But you say they never teach us these things. And so many people keep getting into the same trap. They come out to retire, they come out to work, then go into retirement, and then just retire everything, their life too. Because they don't do anything with themselves. The body was made to work. Everything in moderation. Time for rest, time for work. We do too much resting. That is unhealthy. Okay? So even me, I'm 42, and I know the importance of it. So by the time I get to like 60 and so, I'm supposed to be looking like this still. Because I learned these lessons long. I learned these lessons early, so that's fortunate for me. And now I'm teaching my 22. She cost me every time. Yeah, she 22. She'll make 23 this year. So yeah, I'm teaching my 22-year-old daughter the importance of continuing to move, so that she doesn't fall into this thing about wrinkles. The generations coming after me, they not too much about wrinkles and gray hair and all them things. If they listen to me, they will never experience these things. Because aging is not natural. To go up in years and experience, yes. But actually to look decrepit, that shit is not natural. It's our lifestyle choices. If you want more on that, please watch the Taurus Reggae Career reading, because I spoke more in depth when it comes to that. I got a little bit upset too. But I'm sure that everybody who watch it can understand. And if they don't understand it from my point of view, then whatever. At least I made my point. Somebody gonna understand me. Right? So thank you so much for watching, Capricorn. And I do wish you the best going forward. Until next time, my dear, you take care, okay? And I will take care too.